Okay, so
It's kind of sad.
hi, my name is Rodney. Most of you probably don't know me. I served with Sam in 2015, 16, United States Army. Also with my two lifelong best friends, we all served with him. One thing that I can say, at least before I start, this is beautiful, by the way. So whoever put this together, this is absolutely beautiful. Kudos to his daughter, by the way. She's way tougher than I am. I've been torn up all day about this, especially since it hit me over there. So most definitely kudos to you. One thing about Sam, when I had first met him, and I'm about 19, I'm trying to do something in the Army, I'm trying to make my name for myself. And when I met him, he was a Sergeant Faulstich. And I'm about PFC. I'm trying to hard charge, I'm trying to go to boards, I'm trying to do all this other stuff. And as I'm talking to him, he's like, hey, well, you might want to try this, you might want to do this. And every time I'm trying to do something, he keeps poking me, you should do this, you should do that. And I'm thinking like, man, this guy never shuts up. And so after I got promoted, we get assigned on this rapid response team. So we're always in the motor pool, 4 in the morning, crazy missions. We end up going to Indonesia, all this type of stuff. And after spending so much time with him, just literally laying there on our gear, he's a mad grounded person, a really, really cool person, someone that you can talk to, and someone who's genuinely going to give you their best advice on what they feel is best. There's no malice in anything that he ever did, and especially the way that he approached me. I'll never forget, we were in Indonesia, and we were playing soccer with the Indonesian National Guard. It's really cool stuff. He ended up talking to the general into letting us do that because we weren't allowed to do it, PT. And it gets more towards the time where we're about to leave. And if you know Sam, he knows the rules, so I feel like he can break them. So when we're out there in Indonesia, I'm talking to this other soldier. And I'm like, hey man, I want this Army shirt from you. And I'm like, I don't really know how the whole trading thing goes. And he's trying to trade me for this crescent blade type thing. And so I tell Sam, I'm like, hey man, he's trying to trade this blade. I'm not too sure about that. And he's like, well, who's gonna know? I was like, we can do that? He's like, wait man, just put it underneath the boxes. Man. So I was like, well, are you gonna tell anybody? And he just looked at me, he's like, come on. So I was like, all right then. So I ended up kind of moving the blade to the boxes, and we ended up going on from there. But one thing I will genuinely say about him and why it tears me up to even be here. This is my first time in California, by the way, too. Legit situation. I like it. This is very legit. One thing I say, at least being here in this town, driving in, this makes sense for his character. Seeing these people, this makes sense why he is who he is. And just from someone being a part of his life a little bit later on, I genuinely appreciate everything that you people have done to make the person that you've made. He's a very good person. He's always going to stick with me because he's helped me professionally and personally. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have my two lifelong best friends by me all the time. So genuinely appreciate the environment, and so I always love to you, man.